Is it really possible to live in Spain on just 50 euros a day?
Hi, my name is David and I'm an early retiree living in Spain. Today I will show you whether it's actually possible to live here on just 50 euros a day. I will break down my real expenses and show you exactly where my money goes. Let's go!
Before we begin, one important note. Living costs vary depending on where you live in Spain. My numbers are based on a small town in the province of Seville where I live. All figures are the average of the last year. And I promise you, the numbers at the end of this video will surprise you.
Let's start with the biggest regular expense, groceries.
This includes food, toiletries and everything else we buy at the supermarket. My wife and I spend an average of 600 euros per month. That's 300 euros per person or 10 euros a day. However, we try to buy as much organic food as possible and generally choose high quality products. So our grocery bill is definitely on the higher end. Personally, I don't think saving money on food is worth it. That said, many couples we know here in Spain spend around 200 euros less per month, simply because they don't prioritize organic products. Next up are water and gas. I'm combining these because our hot water is heated with bottled gas. Together, these utilities cost us an average of 78 euros per month. That's 39 euros per person or 1 euro and 30 cents per day. A gas bottle currently costs around 22 euros and one bottle usually lasts us about 2 months. Of course, we use more hot water during the winter. In summer it's often so hot that I mostly take cold showers. One thing to keep in mind is that we have a garden with a lawn. From May until the end of September we have to water it almost every day. Because of that, our water consumption is well above average and could actually be much lower. Now let's look at electricity. We pay an average of 82 euros per month, which comes to 41 euros per person, or 1 euro and 36 cents per day. I actually think that's surprisingly affordable. We spend a lot of time at home, cook almost every day, and work many hours on our computers. During the summer, our air conditioning runs a lot, often even throughout the night. In winter, we use the same air conditioner for heating because Spanish homes can get surprisingly cold indoors. So electricity prices are pretty cheap in Spain. Next are internet and mobile phone plans. We have a fiber optic internet connection along with a plan that includes 2 mobile phone numbers. The internet speed is excellent and our mobile data allowance is so large that we've never even come close to using it all. It even includes some data while traveling within the European Union. For the whole package we pay just 32 euros per month. That's 16 euros per person or 53 cents per day.
Another important expense is health insurance. In our case, we actually pay nothing.
Spain's public healthcare system is available free of charge to all residents, and so far we have been very happy with it. If you prefer private health insurance, that's also available. For us as a married couple, it would cost around 150 euros per month.
Since we own a car, we also have to pay car tax and insurance.
Our annual road tax is 65 euros and our annual insurance costs 380 euros. That works out to about 37 euros per month or 18 euros and 50 cents per person, which is only 61 cents per day. While we are talking about the car, let's look at fuel costs. We spend an average of 84 euros per month on gasoline. Why so little? First, the Volkswagen Polo is a very fuel-efficient car, and second, and this is the biggest reason, we don't commute to work anymore. We mainly use the car for grocery shopping, occasional trips to Seville and weekend outings. Most of our fuel costs actually come from leisure activities. We love driving to the beach or into the mountains for hiking. Fortunately, from our town of Utrera, most of these destinations are relatively close. That comes to 42 euros per person per month, or about €1.40 per day. And of course, there are always other expenses. Things like repairs, new purchases, our tax accountant, and other unexpected costs. These vary a lot from month to month. On average, we spend €380 per month, which works out to €190 per person or €6.33 per day. What about housing? We live in our own house. That means we don't pay rent, but of course we still have to pay property taxes and home insurance. Together, these cost us about €50 per month. That's €25 per person or 83 cents per day. Obviously, not paying rent is a huge advantage. However, even if you're renting, you can still find good apartments in many smaller towns across Andalusia for around €500 to €700 per month. Now let's talk about something that's an important part of Spanish culture: eating out. In Spain, it's very common to meet friends at a local bar or enjoy a meal together. We also like going to bars and we eat at restaurants about 2 or 3 times a month. By Spanish standards, that's actually not very often. We simply prefer cooking healthy meals at home. On average, we spend €94 per month eating out. That might sound incredibly cheap. The reason is simple. Bars and restaurants in our town are very affordable. When the two of us eat out together, we often pay only around €30. A café con leche usually costs about €1.20 and a bottle of beer is often just €1.50. Even if you eat out much more frequently than we do, Spain can still be surprisingly affordable. That works out to €47 per person per month or €1.56 per day. Maybe you're asking yourself, where does the rest of the money go? So let's add everything up. Our essential living expenses currently total €23.92 per person per day. That's not even half of €50. So what happens to the remaining €26.08 per day? Well, that's our budget for fun, hobbies, travel, clothing, day trips, or even buying a new computer or camera. It adds up to about €782 per month per person. For the two of us, that's around €1,565 per month or almost €18,800 per year. Personally, I think that's a very comfortable lifestyle. One of the great things about Spain is that you don't even have to leave the country to enjoy amazing vacations. There's so much to discover. Great cities with very different styles and architecture, tons of beautiful beaches and so many natural parks with stunning mountainsides. And the best about it? Domestic travel is very affordable. Many nice accommodations cost between €60 and €90 per night for 2 people. Flights and train tickets within Spain are often inexpensive as well. For example, we recently flew to Mallorca and our round-trip flights for both of us cost just €90. Another advantage of being financially independent is flexibility. You can take advantage of last-minute deals whenever they appear. Okay, how much money do you need? Personally, I can live very comfortably in Spain on this budget. At the age of 35, I reached the point where my passive income from dividend ETFs fully covers my living expenses in Spain. If we assume €50 per day, that's €1,500 per month or €18,000 net per year. Assuming a simplified tax rate of around 20% on dividend income, you would need approximately €22,500 in gross annual dividends. Using the well-known 4% rule, that translates into an ETF portfolio with roughly €562,500. Of course, this is only a rough example. Your personal situation, taxes, and spending habits may be different. But it does show that living comfortably in Spain may require far less wealth than many people imagine. In future videos, I will explain in much more detail how I built financial independence and how you can create a similar lifestyle.
if that sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Wishing you freedom and all the best, David.